So I was reading this comment, Dynamic Synergistics. He says that I've been unrealistic about everything in my life. I've actually, everything I've ever dreamed of, I either accomplished or got very close. Okay, so like I'll give you an example. When I was 21 years old, you could look this up, by the way, it's online. My company was called Amazing Ideas. I had an office at the Empire State Building. It was on the 40th floor, 4005. Okay. I was next to the most prestigious attorneys, FUBU, everybody. I was next to all the big players in Manhattan. Okay. So who could say they did that? I was 21 years old or something like that. So that's number one. Number two, I've owned so far three houses in my lifetime. Okay, two of which was gigantic, had in-ground pools, hot tubs, everything. Not too shabby. I've owned a Mercedes AMG package, the E400. Is it the four or the five? I think it was the 500. This was back when I was in my early 20s. I have to look at. I don't remember. I don't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. But you can ask my wife; she'll confirm it. I did in fact have a Mercedes. She was my girlfriend at the time. We were getting married, but I had a Mercedes. It was the AMG package. It was awesome. I was paying 1,300 a month, like a lunatic, like a psychopath. I think it was the 450. I think that's what it was because it was the upgrade to the AMG package, the E450, I believe, but something E something. Anyway, I always wanted to get a Tahoe. I don't care what you say. That was like a $60,000 car. I got that the LT, the Tahoe LT. At one time, I did have three cars. I had the Chrysler 300, the Tahoe LT, and the minivan that I currently have now, the Chrysler Pacifica. I always wanted a Tahoe, like Tony Soprano, So I got that. I'm gonna probably get that back again. I'm gonna eventually trade in the minivan. I got an option. Okay, I owned actually at one point. Okay, 110 acres, oceanfront land. This was zoned for a casino development. Okay, I almost was able to complete this deal. I had the largest developer in Florida. I can't reveal his name without his permission, but he was going to put up $50 million. It came this close. His lawyers talked him out of it. But I was going to get a 25% interest in a casino hotel in the Caribbean. Okay, and for the whole year, I was living like a king. I was living. Look it up. You'll see my house in Jackson. So if you look up Richard Lavoie, what was it? Nighthawk Lane. I think it was 368. I can't remember, but it's up Nighthawk Lane. I bought the house for 503,000. Sold it for 553,000. So for this guy, Dynamic Synergistics, who's telling me, you know, I haven't accomplished. Did you have an office in the Empire State Building? Did you have a whole floor? I had a whole floor at the Ritz Carlton to myself. I had a $50,000 casino marker. I was flying on private G3 jets back and forth from San Juan to St. Croix, the United States Virgin Islands. I mean, I had two gigantic houses. You had to see my house in Jackson if you look it up. Look, it has the football. It was like a football field backyard. I still have any ground swimming pool. I still have a hot tub. I mean, so he says I'm an unrealistic person. I don't think I'm unrealistic. I think that all the goals that I set out to accomplish in my life, I accomplished. And sometimes you just got to wait. All you need is just a little patience. I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer.